We know that huge performances can lead to wins in King of the Court in my team.
You know, I agree, Alexis. And this next winner continuously outperformed everyone else in my team and now takes the 2K TV award for the King of the Court. Congratulations, E-Bands.
What's going on? It's E-Bands, and I'm excited to have received the My Team GOAT Award for this year. Firstly, I want to thank you guys.
A lot of sporty looks on the Phoenix players here in the Valley of the Sun. This is a shot from earlier as they came down the tunnel. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Jokic is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Holmes in a shooting guard. And for the Suns, Powell is out there with Williams. Then there's Edey. Then it's Bones Highland. And it's Strother in at the 2 guard. Well, here we are, Greg, at the very start of the season, and many teams are still figuring things out.
And, Kevin, you can't take any of these lineups as final just yet. Coaches might keep trying some new things, tinkering a little bit, and these teams are very much works in progress.
Here's Strother coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Highland with it. Holmes covering. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Five on the clock. Here's Williams, and finally they hit one.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. And it's Williams who miss it. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Rebound by the Nuggets. Holmes with it. A three-pointer, no good.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Here's Strother. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
The Suns shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Galloway, the pass to Williamson. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, I asked him if he has any plan for dealing with the multi-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. He said it's all about balance. If you defend Jokic too aggressively, he'll just kick it out to other guys too softly, and he'll kill you inside. So balance is the key. Sounds like a tough balancing act to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David. So it's Denver now, after the Suns pick up 2. Williams with the block.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
20 feet out, and he knocks down the jumper.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Down low, here's Galloway. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
At the line for 1.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Outside Williams. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And it's the Suns with the ball. In the corner, Powell with it. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Assist goes to Cody.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Galloway. He's defended by Highland. Galloway with the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Here's Edey. Williams passes to Highland. That's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Highland.
A moment now to see the numbers for Nikola Jokic. Coming off a terrific season. He averaged 29 points a game, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Now, here's Jokic. Hasn't made one yet. Another shot. And Adebayo with the lay-in.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Here's Highland. He had 15 points last outing. Takes a three. Hits it from three-point range. Highland's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Williamson kicks to Galloway. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Strother. Jokic defending. And that one's good. Strother.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Passes to Galloway. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 7. Suns leading by 6. Now Highland. 5 points in the game. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
There's Galloway. He has 7. Pass to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. The Nuggets, number 1.
They had such a strong presence in the paint. Just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
Here's Highland. Outside Williams. Releases. Denver grabs the miss. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series. That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Phoenix calls timeout. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
check out Bam Adebayo here. He's coming off an excellent season. 5th in rebounding, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And he's so physical, so explosive. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he was a top 5 rebounder a season ago. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Edie. Here's Strother. Driving the lane. Now the pass to Highland. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Second shot opportunity. It's tipped. Jokic against Highland. And Jokic gets it to go.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
For Phoenix, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That one is off. Garland is checked in for the Suns. Russell comes in for Bones Highland. And he's good on the second. The Nuggets trail by 3. And here's Adebayo. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
Free throw good, Adebayo.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
And Adebayo drops them both. And so Garland will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Edie. Back to Garland. Right side, Williams. Shot clock at 3. Deep 2 from Russell. And the Suns miss again. Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
They are just killing him on the interior.
He kicks it to Powell. Back to Russell. Passes it to Garland. From outside, off the mark. Denver in the lead. Galloway, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Assisted by.
And you got to be aware of where Jokic is on the break. Analyzes transition situations and takes advantage of it.
Now, here is Russell. Another key contributor to that nice win against the Lakers. Dishes it to Powell. Right side, Russell. 13 feet away. Here's Edey. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Jokic. Powell pulls it in. Suns trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
The shot's good.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish through contact and get the bucket.
Here's Galloway. 7 points in the game. In the corner, Holmes with it. Williamson against Williams. Here the step back. Denver the rebound. Galloway, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Phoenix, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. The first one falls. Nancy's checked in for Denver. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Bam Adebayo. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Boy, the missed free throw there, keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Nance, good, and the assist goes to Williamson. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
From 7, it's deflected. Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Russell. Galloway, the pass to Nance.
And looking now at the numbers for Galloway, last season he played outstanding. Last year averaged 21 points per, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
And Phoenix making a change here. Caffey's checked in. Russell kicks to Powell. Back to Russell. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Galloway. 20 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Pulls it up. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got his second basket of the night.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Russell dishes to Garland. Back to Russell. There's the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
1:21 left to play here in the first. Galloway, the pass to Williamson. Powell against Zubac. And the dunk by Williamson.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Outside, Russell. Into the lane. Doesn't go for him. Excellent defense there from Zubac. The Nuggets leading by 3. Over in the corner, Williamson. Here's Galloway. He's got 7. Over Russell. Again, the Nuggets score.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pass to Powell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Zubac. Phoenix shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First one falls for.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Powell nails both of them. Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Holmes. 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento. Inside, it's stolen. Right wing. Gets it off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Denver on top, leading by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, you've got Nance. Sabonis is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Galloway in at the point. The Nuggets leading by 3. Williamson outside. In the corner, it's Galloway. Clock at 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. No good on the free throw. A different look for Denver. Castleton's checked in, and Adebayo's subbed in for Williamson. Oh, that's blocked. To the paint, there's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. And I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. Galloway, no good. Suns have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Strother. He's guarded by Adebayo. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Galloway taking his time here. The pass to Adebayo. Outside, Sabonis. And he gets the bucket. Sabonis has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
We are talking about 6'11", 240 pounds of nothing but big-time athlete. Domantas Sabonis doing work.
Here's Doughton. Lays it up and banks it in. Doughton's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Sabonis against Williams. Tries from 7. That one off the back iron and out. Suns have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Powell for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Galloway. He's got 9. Pass to Adebayo. Fades and shoots. Here's Castleton. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Passes it to Downton. Here's Strother. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Up top, Adebayo. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Adebayo. And the shot goes in. Adebayo's got 6 points.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking.
Guarded by Holmes. And Galloway pulls it down. Galloway's got 7 rebounds in the game. Adebayo finds Galloway. Holmes wide open. He fires. Offline with his 3. Phoenix leading by 3. It's Williams with the drive. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Adebayo with the ball. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Friday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. Then on Saturday, they head out on the road to face the Golden State Warriors.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Williams with the ball. Holmes covering.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now Adebayo. He's got 8. And they get it back. Galloway kicks to Holmes. 6 to shoot. Pass to Castleton. And here's Adebayo. Oh, throw it down. Nikola Jokic.
Oh, great effort. They're fighting for that loose ball. Joker continues to attack the offensive glass.
Here's Strother. Outside Garland. Driving inside. Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Here's Holmes. Hits the 3-point bomb. Holmes got 5 points so far.
Well, this is Zubac. He's such a team-first guy. You find an open teammate, put the ball where it needs to be.
Russell passes to Williams. Russell inside. There's another block. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
Galloway, the pass to Zubac. Now, here's Adebayo. And the pass to Galloway. Out to the wing. Here's Zubac. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And talk about victims. And guys who play to their strength. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin. A 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
Edie's checked in for Williams. And Denver also making a switch. Williamson is checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. After D'Angelo Russell's miss. Holmes good. And the Suns call time.
Timeout.
Started.
Give a big hand to your Suns Dancers team.
Caffey, he's checked in for Phoenix. Bones Highland comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. And here is Garland. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Nancy's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Now here's Williamson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Garland. To the left wing. Here's Caffey. And a miss there on the triple.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
He hits the second from the line.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
The fadeaway. Edie gets the bucket. Edie's got the game tied up here for Phoenix. Here's Galloway, guarded by Garland. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway's got 11.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Caffey. Denver getting their last shot to go. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Williamson finds Galloway. Nance, the second chance points on the tip in. 8 points for him.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Driving in, Caffey, and the rejection by Zubac. Now here's Williamson. He's got 5. Here's Galloway. Pass to Zubac. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Edie's got 11 rebounds in the game. Highland, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Team foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Denver.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Suns third.
Their three-point accuracy last year was exceptional, largely because of their patience. They would wait for the best look before pulling the trigger.
Pass to Holmes.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
That's tipped. And they're running. Here's Highland. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Holmes with it. He's got 7. Williamson left side. Good on the shot. Williamson's got 7.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Edey. He has 7. Here's Highland, and it's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. 1:06 left in the first half of the game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Got a piece of it. Now, here's Holmes. He's guarded close, and Williamson gets it to go.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Now, here's Garland. He has 5. Here's Galloway. He's defended by Highland. Tipped away. Stolen by Highland. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Driving to the basket.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness. There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
Your Suns, 53. The Nuggets.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tough, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. And having been behind by as many as 8, they clawed their way back. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
They need to turn up the intensity on D. Lots of guys standing around. Can't allow over 50% shooting in the spectrum. They need to make it tougher to get clean looks and force that offense out of his comfort zone.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. 4-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Williams is out there with Powell. Then it's Bones Highland. Then there's Edey. And it's Strother in at the 2 spot. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
There's Galloway. Knocked loose. Now Highland. Here's Powell. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. The lead is 2. Williamson, the pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Highland. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. Galloway has got 15 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Highland. Right at the free throw line, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Williams, that's good.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
The pass to Galloway. Kicks it out to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. High arcing shot. Williams with the block. They get it back. Williamson right side. They shoot again. And here is Williams. 13 points in the game. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. No good. That would have tied it. The Nuggets have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Galloway with the bucket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Here's Highland. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Williams. Another miss by Williams.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Williamson finds Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Cody Williams.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Suns. And Jokic drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Pass to Strother. Here's Edey. The shot, no good. Good defense by Jokic. To the middle. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Timeout called, the Suns.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchups?
Sabonis, he's checked in for Denver.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for D'Angelo Russell. Good season for him last year. Averaged 15 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
Certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Here's Edey. 7 points in the game. And again, it's the Suns missing.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
There's Galloway. He's guarded by Russell. Powell against Sabonis. Shoots over Powell. Again, the Nuggets score.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the inside. Strother. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Strother's got 11 points.
See, to me, the more D'Angelo Russell passes the basketball, the better his team is. Encouraging to see him focus on it.
Sabonis kicks to Galloway. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Galloway has got 20 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working
to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Holmes kicks to Sabonis. Back to Holmes for the three. And again, Denver with the triple.
Yeah, just a tremendous find by Domantas Sabonis. This guy plays the game the right way.
Pass to Edey. Outside Williams. With the teardrop. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Here's Adebayo. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. There's Galloway. Guarded by Powell. Sabonis, high post. Russell's there. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. With this chance, I'll show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. The Nuggets in second.
Well, an important element of their defense is the ability to intimidate. I mean, their stellar shot blocking last year accomplished that in a big-time way.
Pass to Edey. Outside Russell. Here's Strother. Launches it. Another three for Phoenix.
The defense has no answer for him right now.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Galloway. He's got 20. Here's Adebayo. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Adebayo's got 10 points.
And he just battles hard in the post. Bam doesn't need a clean look to convert from that range.
Here's Edey. Jokic defending. Russell inside. Williams inside. Adebayo on him. Williams' shot is off.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Now, here's Jokic. There's Galloway. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Russell against Adebayo. And it's Russell missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Substitution on the court.
Suns trail by 6. Defended by Sabonis. To the right side. Here's Edey. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Here's Galloway, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Denver?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Here's Edey. They get a hand on it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
At the line for Phoenix.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. And it's Galloway with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Passes it to Zubac. And here is Holmes. Here's Castleton. Lock at 6. Here's Zubats. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. A nice shot by Castleton.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Suns trail by 7. Here's Doughton. And Castleton pulls it down. Castleton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Galloway, the pass to Nance. It's hauled in by the Suns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First free throw is good. Garland is checked in for the Suns. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's Galloway. 22 points for him. Pass to Castleton. Pass to Zubats.
2 minutes.
The pass to Holmes.
2 minutes.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by Williams.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Caffey. 1:36 left in the 3rd. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And KD picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And the first one drops. Zion Williamson's checked in for Zubats. Both free throws good from Nance.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Suns trail by 5. Pass to Edey. Garland looking it over. Here's Edey. Passes to Caffey. Over Nance. And it's Phoenix scoring again. There's Galloway. Williamson outside. Pass to Castleton. Inside. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Outside Garland. Got a hand on it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Holmes with it. 10 points for him. Six on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game.
Holmes taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Holmes. Both free throws good from Holmes. And so it's Denver bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Williamson, and it's Nance in at the 5 spot. 9 feet out, and that one's good. Strother's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, just quick with the decision-making, smart pass by Darius Garland.
Galloway, the pass to Nance. Pass to Castleton. A shot's good on the assist by Nance. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Holmes against Garland. And the rejection by Holmes. Here's Galloway. He's defended by Highland. Got a piece of it. Pass to Castleton. There's Galloway. Now Nance. He's defended by Highland. The shot's good from Nance. And it's a 10-point Denver lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
They get it again. Missed inside. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Williamson with the block.
Boy, Williamson can get up, and he's got those long arms to boot.
Holmes, good.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And so here's Phoenix. Denver getting their last shot to go. Garland against Holmes. Now here's Garland. He's tightly guarded. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Suns making a change here. Fountain's checked in. And Denver also making a switch. Jokic is checked in. To the middle. And that one's good. Williamson. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Pass to Edey. Here's Strother. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Denver making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Now Williamson. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Jokic kicks to Galloway. And they call an illegal screen here.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
Suns trail by 9. Pass to Strother. And Galloway pulls it down. Galloway has got 11 rebounds in the game. For 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Holmes. Off target with his 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Pass to Pop. Here's Doughton. 6 to shoot. Pass to Edey. Lays it up off the glass.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Galloway. He's defended by Highland. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Edey picks one up. That free throw good from Galloway.
Galloway taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Suns trail by 9. And here is Powell. Here's Frother. Edey, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Galloway with the bucket.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Here's Doughton. Here's the pass to Highland. Kicks it to Powell. Fires the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Galloway has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And he makes that one. And now a 12-point Nugget lead.
You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is the time to give his team some punch.
Highland passes to Powell. Back to Highland. Out left to the wing. Here's Frother, covered by Williamson. They get the rebound. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. He reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game. Makes sense because they've got a nice lead late in this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Highland with it. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Adebayo is checked in for Denver. Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3. The Nuggets leading by 9. Pass to Holmes. Latrey. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And what can Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Here's Doughton. And Galloway pulls it down.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Pass to Zubac. The offensive rebound. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Zubac has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets. Phoenix has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Phoenix making a change here. Williams is checked in. Galloway, the pass to Adebayo. Denver passing it around. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Hey, guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And both free throws good for Highland. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Adebayo down low. Guarded by Powell.
That's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
Sabonis against Highland. Takes it inside. And it's sent back by Sabonis.
Suns ball.
So it's Phoenix now. They trail by 14. Pass to Williams. Back to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Here's Edey. And at last they get one to fall. Edey's got 8 here in the quarter. Denver leading by 12. And there's the pass to Sabonis. And it's Bones Highland with the foul.
Bones Highland.
That'll be his second foul of the game. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Pass to Strother. Left side, Williams. Here's Highland. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Williamson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Highland the bounce pass. Here's Edey. That shot off the mark. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Now here's Williamson. Edey with the rebound. Suns trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Denver's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Outside, Sabonis. Poked away, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Two minutes remaining.
So the wing on the left.
2 minutes.
Shot clock at 5. Deep 2 from Williamson. Buries the jump shot. Williamson's got 4 this quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Basket counts.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Williamson against Williams. Williamson outside. Over Williams. Another miss by Williamson. Suns trail by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nuggets.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Now here's Williamson. Over Williams. And it's Williamson missing. And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Over Sabonis. And the Suns take on 2 more.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Williamson outside. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was eventually a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldrich, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
player also earns the title Executive of the Year. The award goes to 7.
All right, let's talk about the Rec, my favorite place to do work in NBA.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. Hello, so the opening lineup here for the Clippers. They've got Thompson, Jakob Poeltl out there with Walker, then it's Williams, and it's Branham in at the 2 spot. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic, Denny Avdia out there with Bam Adebayo, and it's Galloway in at the 4. After this final game of the regular season, for some, a chance at postseason glory. For others, maybe like you, Grant, working on their golf game.
Exactly, and I know you're always working on your swing too, B.A. But personally, I can't wait for the postseason. Nothing like the excitement of playoff basketball.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Now here's Williams. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis. Pass to Poeltl. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game. Thompson against Adebayo. Here's Clowney. Now here's Avdia. 6 on the shot clock. Adebayo with it. Shoots over Thompson. Adebayo, no good. Here's Branham, defended by Avdia. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Inside, here's Walker, and the jam by Walker.
What nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now here's Avdia. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Poeltl with some nice D.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Branham. His last outing, he had 18 points. Adebayo with it.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there. Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Pass to Galloway. Now Avdia. And here's Adebayo, defended by Thompson. Here's Galloway, just 5 to shoot. Here's Avdia. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Well, I like the opportunistic attitude right there, as well as the aggressive finish inside.
Outside, Williams. Thompson outside. To the wing on the left. Branham nails it from beyond the arc.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Denver, trailing by 2. To the right side, on the wing, Galloway. And the jumper from the wing offline.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Williams passes to Branham. Now here's Poeltl. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
There's no stopping Poeltl when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Thompson against Adebayo. Pass to Jokic. The 3. Thompson pulls it in.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
And Here's Walker. Pirtle. Jokic grabs the board. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Avdia. Soft touch off the glass. Avdia's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Branham. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Avdia. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. They get it back. Here's Adebayo. Nice D from Thompson. Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Williams. Thompson outside. Into the lane. To the paint. And it's going to be a 3-second call. With only one game left, let's take a peek at how the final seedings could look in the West. Taking a look at the Nuggets, and they're sitting with the 5th seed in the conference currently. And of course the Los Angeles Clippers not posing much of a threat right now.
Yeah, seeing where the Nuggets are, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. But they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, BA. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
It's scooped up, and another shot. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Thompson. He's scoreless. Here's Williams. Got a hand on it. And here's Jokic. Pass to Avdia. Back to Jokic. Avdia with it. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Avdia's got 8.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Jokic. Here's Clowney from deep three-point land. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson outside. Takes it inside. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. The Nuggets trail. Avdia, right side. And he slams it in one-handed.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
The Clippers call timeout. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Oh, man, they were in total control. Really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in the groove from the opening tip.
A different look for Denver. Nance comes in for Jokic. And Ivica Zubac subbed in for Galloway. Here's Howard. The shot won't fall. Nice D from Avdia. And he drives in. Banked it in off the glass. And it's a 3-point Denver lead.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And a chance here to check out some stats for him. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league. I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim. They temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
That's his second personal foul.
When one of these guys gets to the line, you can chalk up the points. Here are your top free throw shooters over the past month. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That one misses. Denver in the lead. Adebayo finds Avdia. Here's Zubac. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Micic. That shot is off. Pass to Avdia. Here's Nance. Walker covering. Nance, the pass to Avdia. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Avdia's got 14 points.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
To the inside. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Avdia following the score by Los Angeles. Here's Zubac. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
The Nuggets lead by 5. Pass to Nance. Back to Avdia. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Adebayo. Can't cash it in from close range.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And that one is stuffed right through.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
2 minutes remaining.
Hands outside.
2 minutes.
Pass to Avdia. Back to Nance. Walker pulls down the board.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Micic. Here's T. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Up top, Nance. There's a minute 12 left in the first. Pass to Sabonis. 14 feet away, and he hits the jumper. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
You know, because he's such a threat as a passer, Sabonis creates additional space for himself in the mid-range area. The defense has to respect his jump shot.
Jones misses.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Inside, Bam really doesn't hold back. He takes his shot right through the foul.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the 2nd from the line.
They're really not doing themselves any favors picking up this many fouls so early.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Here's Micic. Pass to T from the baseline. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Howard. Tries again. Denied by Adebayo.
What a menacing swat by Bam, letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
Here's Nance. Can't get it to drop. Denny Avdia making it happen for Denver. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Here's Avdia. And for Denver, they've got Bam Adebayo, Denny Avdia out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Galloway in a power forward. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Walker's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 6 points.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Avdia against Williams. Here's Clowney. Hits the trifecta. He's got 11.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Branham passes to Pirtle. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Thompson. Here's Branham. He's got 12. That one falls.
They haven't missed a beat coming out of the locker room. A perfect 4 for 4.
Nuggets trail by 7. Avdia outside. Here's Galloway. Adebayo with it. Defended by Thompson. Avdia passes to Galloway. Here's the floater. And it's good. 2 points. Galloway's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Williams with it. And Jokic picks him up defensively.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. It's Adebayo, high post. Working on Thompson. They get it back. The big man, Jokic.
Savvy, size, length, strength, touch. Jokic, a low down on the blocks.
Here's Williams. It's tipped. And he gets it back. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Avdia. Up and in on the layup. Now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Now here's Pirtle. Outside, Williams. Over Avdia. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 5 now.
He's just so hard to check. I mean, he can turn you one way, then use the spin move, put you in the cycle, and then make you look like a washing machine.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Galloway. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need him.
Brad, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
And Denver making a change here. Zubats checked in. Thompson against Adebayo. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Now here's Williams, guarded closely. Pass to Walker. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Denny Avdia. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Clowney. 11 points in the game. Here's Galloway. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his second personal foul.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for 2.
And so he hits both. Here's Williams. He's got 5. Pass to Walker. Going inside. Down low. T. Got a piece of it. They recover it.
Nuggets.
And taking a look at the last 10 games. The Clippers on D. 6-point game. Shot clock at 6. Zubac passes to Sabonis. The Nuggets need to get one up. Here's Nance. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Walker out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Williams. And it's Branham in at the 2 guard.
Denver foul. That's his first personal foul. 13 foul.
The first free throw is good. A different look for Denver. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Sabonis. Avdia comes in for Nance. And it's Clowney in for Zubac.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Avdia passes to Adebayo. Here's Galloway. against Walker. Here's Galloway. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Galloway's got 16 points here in the second half. The Clippers lead by 4. Now Williams. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Branham. Got it. Good job in the low post. Branham's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Here's Galloway. Walker covering. And stolen by Williams. Shoots from 12. They swipe it. Bucket right there.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not.
And Galloway pulls it down. Denver has gone 7 of 15 from distance to tie it up. And no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. The 3 from Thompson. Here's Pirtle. The kick out to Williams. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
For Denver, they've gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. Here's Clowney. Pass to Galloway. Here's Clowney. Here's Galloway. Walker covering. Just 5 on the clock from 12 feet. They got the rebound. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on him.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark. Nicole
get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Thompson outside from deep three-point range.
I love how focused Bam is on the defensive end, using all of his size to create high-pressure coverage.
And the dunk by Jokic.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Pass to Pirtle. And here is Williams. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Avdia, and it's Denver with another.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
Walker for 3, tipped. And they'll get another chance. 4 on the clock. Here's Thompson. The kick out to Walker. Looking to end the run. The shot misses. Nice D from Avdia. Denver leading by 4. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
The Clippers have gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the fourth. Branham passes to Walker. From behind the arc. Walker with another miss.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. Ooh, the lead pass was in a perfect spot to set up the layup. And now it's a 6-point Denver lead. Timeout called. The Clippers. They're losing by 6. We've got 1:28 left to play in the fourth.
Let's go!
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter here. Takes a 13-footer. Adebayo with the rejection. And he's able to get it back. Thompson finds Walker. 6 to shoot. Nails it from 3. Walker's got 15 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Thompson passes to Walker. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 2 here. And Denver making a change here. Zubac's checked in. So he gets them both. Now a timeout called by Denver. They lead by 1. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth.
It's free t-shirt time. Get loud, be crazy, go on one. Let's get it. Until we say it's over.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Adebayo with it. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Thompson. That's his 3rd personal foul. 14th foul. At the line for 1. Bam Adebayo.
And that one misses.
You have to love the style Bam brings with him to the floor. He's such a spirited player, and you can see his teammates enjoy it as well.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now a timeout called by Denver. They're on top by 1. 24 seconds left in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They trail by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Here's Branham. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Denny Obvious. He drops the first one, and that brings it within 2 here. Good on both.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management at this time of the game.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up 2. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Walker. That'll count if it goes. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. So a close game sees Denver taking this one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Nicola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. It's when we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to go.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is
you